Hello everyone, welcome to a true podcast, a new podcast with myself, Harrison, and my co-host, as always, Will.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah, how you doing? How you doing, Will? You okay?
Oh yeah, hello, Harrison. You too. So everyone, right, welcome to this podcast. There's gonna be a bit of everything, a nice casual chat. We're gonna, I think, well, Harrison's got some topics we're gonna go over today, so hold on tight.
Yeah. So every week we'll provide a new topic. This week is going to be my topic, and next week I'm sure you'll provide some sort of interesting topic.
Far more entertaining topic.
Yeah, of course. We decided to do a podcast. It's still lockdown at the minute, so
yeah, it's
nothing
January.
Better to do.
If
and we're into our third lockdown in the UK.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah. It's not like during the first couple of lockdowns, multiple people decided to come up with the idea of doing a podcast. I know David Tennant has done a podcast, and here we are, two nobodies competing with the likes of David Tennant, who decided a podcast during lockdown.
I had such an urge to whack out the Scottish accent then, but I'm quite glad
David
I didn't
Tennant,
do that.
Didn't you what? Compete with David Tennant?
Yes,
It's too late now. We're doing it. We're doing this.
My God. Right. Okay. Yeah. So any of you who aren't from the UK, right? Harrison said our third lockdown. We've been doing this like tier system thing, so it's like instead of a lockdown, they like put progressive restrictions, but it was a total waste of time and it didn't work anyway. And now hospitals are massively overrun. So yeah, that was great.
It's even worse. Even worse than when we started. So
New Zealand yesterday announced that they were like COVID free and they've all gone back to normal, and we're just fucked. So...
Oh mate, did you see? I was watching. This was a few weeks ago, but I remember we were in tier 3 or 4 at this point. I think it was tier 4 in Swansea, and we were sat there. And I remember I watched the Man United game, and there was obviously no one in the crowd because we don't have that yet. And
you didn't have that anyway.
And then Hannah comes down and she's like, "Oh, can I stick the rugby on?" And we're like, "Oh yeah, after the game." And after the game, she puts the rugby on, and it's an Australian team playing, and they have thousands of people in the crowds, like because they can do that now.
Yeah.
They have no case. It's insanity. I thought it was a game from years ago, but no. It's absolutely bizarre to watch, mate.
No, it is weird when you think like just that idea of shaking someone's hand now is just a bit weird. Like it's strange how in that short amount of time it's become strange to be close to people and touch people and stuff. And yeah,
definitely. I'm a bit worried about what's going to happen post-COVID, because like in this generation anyway, if someone comes up to you in the street and goes, "Oh, excuse me," you're automatically like, what the fuck does this guy want? You know, you're automatically on the defensive. Whereas back in the 90s, you know, you could go up to anyone, you could hitchhike, you could read, you know what I mean? You ask directions, it was perfectly normal. You don't do that anymore. But post-COVID as well, I feel like there's going to be even more barriers to coming up to a complete stranger and just asking them a question. I just think generally people are going to be more defensive, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, but then it's like you look at how I mean, this might be a bit racist, whatever. In Asian countries, like you see them wear masks all the time, and like I mean, like Japan specifically because of their like smog and pollution and stuff. But I guess it's because they're ill as well sometimes. But and as a Westerner, like in Western culture, it was so weird that they just like go around the city in a mask. It's just like what? Yeah. But now everyone's doing it, and it's and I don't think that would go away for quite a while. So.
True, yeah, maybe that will be hanging around here for a bit as well. Because in Japan they wear masks if they're sick. It's not a case of preventing yourself from getting sick. It's I'm ill, I don't want to spread it, so I wear a mask.
Yeah.
I wonder if here it will be a case of wearing a mask because you don't want to get sick, not because you're sick.
But then I do love how there's all obviously the anti-maskers and stuff, but then it's like so it's like people feel like they're being oppressed and they're being forced to wear a mask and stuff, but then they're the same people who like are against like invasion of privacy by like over surveillance and stuff, and then it's like, so your mask basically just like prevents facial recognition and tracking and the government seeing what you're like, knowing what you're doing and like following you and stuff, but it's oppression if they tell you, like if they tell you to wear it. But it's like
they just want to be told what to do. They just want to be left alone. All right.
It's like nothing to do with the mask. It's just being told what to do. They don't like
Anyway, so since this is a new podcast, what the kind of thing we'll be doing is, as I said, I'll bring a topic, then you'll bring a topic. But before we get into the main topic, we'll usually talk about something of relevance to one of us or both of us. And apparently this one is COVID, because that's relevant to everyone, and we're just starting off, so we're trying to appeal to the wider audience.
No, it's not relevant to New Zealand.
Alright, well...
Aren't China pretty out of it too now? They're pretty chill, aren't they?
Oh, they were, but apparently we sent them our variant of COVID. So
there's some kind of irony in there somewhere.
Exactly. You know, just whatever they can do, we can do, but better. Have it back.
That's so funny. That's such a British standpoint. It's
exactly. You know, we should be so irrelevant because we're so small on the map, but no, we are the big dogs that just mess with everyone.
Oh my god, yeah.
Incredible.
We're like, when someone's got that "Beware of the Dog" sign, and you look over the fence, and it's like some tiny yappy dog. That's us.
Definitely, we think we're better than we are. Like, do we even have an empire anymore? I doubt it. There's a few of us there.
Just Wales.
I'm not saying the sun is setting on the British Empire, but
where is it? Right. And then. I wanted to talk about the US Capitol, but
yes.
Yeah, I feel like it's much more your topic of knowledge, I think, that whole political stuff, so I'll let you introduce it.
I mean, it seems like, studying politics, because we're just out of uni, so we've obviously picked our subjects of study and specialised in whatever. You did not pick politics, so I'm interested that you brought this up, but... It's like me bringing up something about software development.
No, it's not. You don't see headline news like some, I don't know. Well, actually, there was like a big hack the other week. It was called SolarWinds, and it was like the US government and stuff. But we'll ignore that. Move on.
But I tell you what, studying politics for the past 4 years has been incredible. Just with Trump getting in, the whole Brexit. It's so fun to study because it's just so relevant. It's just so unexpected. Yeah, well, it's just funny. It's just fun to listen to. But this is the thing, actually. A lot of people say this, like, because I like to make fun out of a lot of political situations. And someone said to me, like, you tend to make fun of the left more than you do the right, basically accusing me of being right wing. And I just said to them, because the left wing is funny. It's just funny to listen to. They say something outrageously stupid and you just make fun of it. It's funny. The extreme right wing is bloody terrifying. It's just, it's not fun. Like, remember, when was it, a few years ago, that a radical right wing drove into a Black Lives Matter protest and killed like a bunch of people. That's not funny. I can't make a joke out of that. But some lefty complaining about, I don't know, bloody eating meat. That's hilarious. You can make fun of that all day, every day.
Right.
But
vegetarians are hilarious. You heard it here.
Yeah. Oh.
Isn't your girlfriend a vegetarian?
Yeah, exactly. It's so funny to take the piss out of her. Like Corbyn, like the guy who can't even put his glasses on straight. That's funny. But an extreme right-wing person, I don't know, yelling abuse at a black person, that's not funny. It's just, you can't make a joke out of that.
Wasn't the IRA left or right wing? They're left wing, right?
They kind of do their own thing, really.
Well, I was just thinking, because everyone says Corbyn was part of the IRA or something, and then it's like, well, that wasn't very funny.
Okay, yeah, you ignore Ireland, okay, because they're not funny. It's a very tentative issue. To be fair, if anyone listens to that and I just said that, yeah.
Right, so Harrison hates vegetarians and the Irish.
No, Jesus Christ. Irish are great. They got one of the best accents out there.
That is true. I mean, yeah, it's on countless polls as like the sexiest accent in the world. So fair play
Yeah,
to
I
him.
mean, to me, you gotta go for that authentic, old school British Queen's English. You know,
Oh my,
that really old. Like, don't know. Have you watched Captain America? It's like Haley Atwell in Captain America.
oh, I don't
Jesus,
really remember.
oh, she's got that 1940s British accent. It's amazing. Anyway, good that we can stay on topic during a podcast. So Capitol Hill was an
Oh, I
event that
completely
happened.
forgot what we were talking about.
We're gonna be the worst podcast
No,
if
no,
we
no.
keep this up.
Focus.
Yeah. So Capitol Hill, for those of you who don't know, a lot of people got angry about the result, which happened months ago. Joe Biden, he won the election, and Trump kind of fanned the flames of people storming Capitol Hill because he's that kind of
Well,
guy.
didn't he tweet something and the first three words of it were fight, fight, fight? It's like,
Yeah.
right.
No, like the words of civil war. Let's go. Come on. You might as well just tweeted that. But yeah, a lot of people stormed Capitol Hill, and I do quite like that people made the issue of it that oh, why did nothing happen to them? I mean, first off, one person was killed. Well, no, a couple of them died. One person was shot by the police, so that happened. But also, Trump's still in power. These are his supporters. He's not going to arrest anyone, is he?
No,
Why
but
would
what
he?
what
He's voted for it.
what was quite funny actually is I read a thing that was saying that some new laws or something that he had brought into it was about the Black Lives Matter protest, right? So
Right.
he wanted to punish the Black Lives Matter protest. So he brought in these new laws that like extended the sentences for like in violent protests or whatever. And then so he was using that against the Black Lives Matter people. And then his own supporters do this, and the same laws apply to them. So like the laws that he brought in to punish the Black Lives Matter people are now punishing his own supporters, which is hilarious. After he put the law in place and he told them to raid the Capitol,
I take it back. You know, the right is funny to take the piss
and
out
then
of
he
as
put
well.
them in prison. That's right. That's utter commitment to a president, right there.
I mean, I'm sure he doesn't care. He's out of office soon. I think it's the
I'm sure
20th
he
of
does
January.
care. Like he cares about this whole thing as man, and then every platform ever like deleting his accounts. That's so funny.
Yeah, no, I saw that. Like, it wasn't just Twitter that banned him; it was
No, it's like
everything.
Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, like
TikTok.
Twitch. Yeah,
I didn't realize Trump was an avid streamer.
I think
but
it's not.
apparently he was.
I think it's not just Trump. It's also like suppressing pro-Trump stuff is what they're doing as well.
Right. Okay.
Because I
We should
guess
do an episode of that, like kind of freedom of speech versus freedom.
yeah, I mean it's yeah, it is an interesting topic because then it's just like when do you draw the line between like free speech and then like inciting terrorism, which is like what
Yeah.
raiding the capital was. That was just that
Oh.
was just terrorism.
Yeah.
Didn't they plant like
I don't
3 IEDs or something in the building?
Yeah, I don't understand how people could possibly defend it as not being like that's how civil wars fucking start. You know what I
Mate,
mean?
there was an image of a guy with a big Confederate flag, like walking
Yeah,
through the
oh
Capitol
my
building, and then it's like
God.
how many thousands of people died to prevent someone with a big Confederate flag from walking through the
Oh my
Capitol building.
incredible. I will to like it doesn't matter what we do. Like there's so many people that say to me, "Oh, you know, you live in the UK, you're just as bad as America." Not a chance, mate. Like we have our flaws, but I
Yeah.
couldn't imagine many people in the UK doing that. Like, obviously, I'm not saying there's none. There are. Like we've got EDL and stuff, and obviously that's atrocious. But
Yeah.
it's just the scale in America, you know? Like, how many million people voted for a man like Donald Trump, despite him being approved by the leader of the KKK, or former leader of the KKK, you know? Like, I don't think that would happen here. As bad as we are, we're not that bad, you know?
But then, I mean, you
Uh,
could say that about like was it what was the guy's name? The Prime Minister before Theresa May. David Cameron.
David Cameron.
Yeah, sorry, I got Michael Cameron stuck in my head. No, but then there's him like fucking a pig, and then an American will sit there and be like, how did you let someone who put his dick in a carcass of a pig be your prime minister?"
Yeah, true. Oh, it's just uni banter. Someone, like they were saying, it's from his days at Cambridge. I don't care. Like, we went to uni and none of us did that. Like, maybe
So,
it became
Trump's dressed up in a white robe and a pointy hat and be like, "Oh, it's from my days at Harvard," or like, or wherever the fuck he went. I don't care. Oh my god. Right. Shall we move on?
Move on from the news.
Yeah, I think we nailed the news. We just come across as incredibly anti-American.
And who else are we into? Ireland and...
Oh yeah, we don't like Irish. Well, you don't like Irish and vegetarians, and we both don't like Americans.
Okay, on to the main topic of the podcast.
Oh my god.
So, to kick things off, I said I'd provide the first topic that we could talk about this week. So this week I wanted to talk about films that are coming out this week that are of interest to the both of us. I know there's an abundance of films coming out this year. I don't want to talk about a whole bunch of them because I just don't care. So only the ones that I'm there's some stuff that I just don't know. Like Old, I'll probably end up watching that because it's M. Night Shyamalan, but I don't know.
No.
What has M. Night Shyamalan done that's good apart from what's the one with what's his name? What's that one called? Bruce Willis is a ghost. What's that one called? Spoiler alert to anyone who hasn't seen it.
Oh no, we're ruining
Fifth Sense? Sixth Sense? What is that?
I haven't seen it, so I'm no help.
Oh, sorry, and I've just ruined that for you. Anyway, so we're going to be talking about films that we will probably both end up watching.
Yes.
Imagine.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, ones that are of interest to us.
There are
that will
actually
be the main.
some quite good films coming out, I'm not gonna lie.
There are. Some of them have been pushed back, like this first one that I want to talk about, the new James Bond one. It was supposed to come out in 2020, but lots of delays and shit came out with that one, so it's been pushed to 2021. The new one's called No Time to Die. So I tell you what, we should rate these in like a scale of 1 to 5.
Okay.
How good do you think the film's going to be? And then we'll do, would you watch it now?
Okay.
So
okay.
Ignore COVID. Let's say COVID's not a thing. Would you pay money to go to the cinema to watch these films?
Yeah,
okay.
That's good. Well, what did you say out of 5?
Yeah. So what do you think the film will be out of 5? Because obviously,
yeah,
I don't know.
That's cool. Yeah, I like it.
Cool. So we'll do No Time to Die first. The new Daniel Craig James Bond film. Now, first, what do you think of Daniel Craig's James Bond? Or what do you think of Daniel Craig as James Bond?
I mean,
you like him?
I don't think you can not like him as James Bond. I mean, it's gone on a bit long, but he delivers. So I mean,
he does look a bit like a human potato sometimes, but I
feel like because obviously a lot of the earlier James Bonds and stuff, they were a bit kind of. I mean, I guess before my time, but I should have probably gone back and watched it. But for me, it's like Daniel Craig is now the quintessential James Bond. Like that's just who everyone thinks of when they say James. So then it's like, although he might look like a potato, but it's like I think he's good. He's a good actor. Like you got to give him props and. Yeah. Although he keeps saying he doesn't want to do it anymore, and then he keeps coming back.
That about the last one, yeah. He was like, "I'm not making another one," and then they go, "Here's a lot of money." He goes, "All right, so I'm not making another one."
I guess I will. Yeah. But then the new one's Rami Malek as well, and I love that guy. So yeah. I think he's. I still think he's underappreciated, and he's very appreciated now. So.
Because it's interesting what you're saying about he's kind of the James Bond we had growing up, which is true. Because I can't remember what when the first one came out that he did, but I'm pretty sure Casino Royale was 2006, so we would have been 7. You know, and when I was 7, I wasn't really like, oh yeah, new James Bond, yeah, let's go see that.
Yeah.
So we would have been about the age to be like, oh yeah, James Bond's kind of cool, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
No,
really, I completely get you there.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. His first one was Casino Royale. So
oh right, there you go. Yeah, so he started when we were about 7. You know,
yeah,
I'm not going to be like I've watched some of the old ones now as I've gotten older, and some of them are good. But you know, the whole From Russia with Love, Sean Connery, James Bond in 1963. You know, I'm not going to be like, oh yeah, I remember that.
yeah, yeah.
So no, I completely agree with that. So, what do you think of the James Bonds he's made then? You know, so you've got Casino Royale, Quantum of Solace, Skyfall, Spectre. What do you think of those so far? Before we go,
So the later ones I'm not too keen on, like Skyfall and
Spectre was
Spectre and
good.
stuff like that. I love like Casino Royale and Quantum of Solace and that kind
I'll
of
tell
thing.
you what, Casino Royale is probably my favorite one that he's done. Everyone rages about Skyfall, but there's a lot of issues I have with
I
Skyfall.
didn't like. I went to see it in the cinema, and afterwards I was like, yeah, okay, sure.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, for sure. Maybe we should do a Bond episode at some point. We'll talk about
yeah, yeah,
the different Bonds. But Casino Royale was great. I remember watching that thinking, Jesus, a lot's going on in that film.
yeah, yeah.
It was really good. But yeah, you're right. I didn't rate Skyfall as highly as everyone else was banging on about, and Spectre was just not for me.
Yeah, that's fair
So
enough.
if we're following the trend of new Daniel Craig James Bonds, I predict this one's going to be terrible.
I don't know.
Um,
Yeah, maybe. I like Rami Malek. I like
yeah,
Daniel Craig. I mean, maybe it's gonna work. Who knows?
maybe.
Yeah,
But the fact that it's been pushed back a lot, they've spent a lot of money because it was supposed to come out, and they spent so much money on marketing for this film to come out, and then they just said, "Oh
yeah,
no,
yeah,
we'll push it." So I don't know if this film's going to even break even. I
yeah.
don't know. I don't personally know many people who are interested in this. A lot of people I actually spoke to didn't know there was another James Bond film coming out, and I was like,
No,
"Yeah,
it was
yeah,
originally meant to release in 2019 apparently, but
jeez,
Boyle left, and then it went to 2020, and now COVID happened, so it's 2021.
Boyle left. Oh, Brooklyn Nine-Nine Boyle.
No, it just says apparently after Boyle's departure, it was pushed back to 2020.
I was gonna say he was in that.
Boyle, yeah.
Boyle from
Was
Brooklyn
Boyle's
Nine-Nine.
first name in Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
Charles Boyle.
Charles Boyle, yeah, love the guy.
I have just seen here that Hans Zimmer is doing the music though, and I do like Hans Zimmer. He's done stuff like Inception and Dark Knight and
Ah,
Interstellar and stuff. So that might be interesting,
yeah,
but I don't know about this film, you know. I don't know.
yeah, maybe.
It's
I
got
mean,
$250 million budget.
yeah, but
So
I mean, Skyfall probably had that.
should we have a look? What's Skyfall budget?
Skyfall budget was
Yeah.
200 million apparently, so it's not far off. And then,
Yeah. Personally, to me, I think out of 5, in terms of is it going to be good,
oh,
I'd probably
Spectre
give
had
it
a $250 million budget too.
and that was awful. Like it proves you can't just throw
Yeah,
money at it,
some
and
sources say it was as high as 300 million apparently.
it's not including marketing as well, though. So Christ knows how much they actually spend on it.
Yeah. I don't
One
know.
thing I have seen that's quite interesting is Christoph Waltz is coming back for No Time to Die.
Okay.
And that stupid whole he was his brother from a year. Oh, just
Uh,
that annoyed me because it ruined the theory that James Bond is a code name like
Yeah.
007. So when you take that, you become James Bond. But then you see his parents' graves of, you know, so and so Bond. And
Yeah.
that just ruined that whole theory, which I thought was a great theory because you could have linked all the Bonds together if you'd done that. But no, whatever. Jesus, fucking
Yeah.
terrible movie. Anyway, I'm going to give it a 2 out of 5. I do not think that film is going to be good, and I will not see. If I had the choice, I would not see it now.
Really?
So,
Wow.
yeah.
Uh,
a foot
I,
down
don't-
there.
I think I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5. I think it's got potential right in the middle. I think is where it probably sits.
You're going to give it a what?
3 out of 5.
And would you see it? Would you see it?
What right now?
Yeah. No
Yeah.
COVID. Would you go to the
Yeah,
cinema
yeah.
and pay money? Would you?
Yeah, I think I would. But I feel
Okay.
like I don't know. James Bond is such like a British icon. It's just like everyone kind of has to go and see James Bond. Like that's just there. I like
True.
it was always like a family thing, wasn't it? You'd go see the new James Bond, but well, I don't. For me, it was, but
No, not so much here. I mean, get the whole British element, but no, we never used to go see him in the cinema together.
oh, fair. Okay, maybe
I'm
not.
pretty sure I just watched. Yeah, I think I saw Spectre in the cinema, and it was not a fan. Anyway, we'll move on to that one.
Yep.
The next one I've got now. This one, this one's an interesting one because I'm very excited for this one, and I think you will be too. It's coming to America, and the 2 is the number 2. So it's the second installment of Coming to America with bloody Eddie Murphy,
yeah.
James L. Jones. What a cast! Just the first one was just incredible. I loved it.
Yeah,
so
I did
much.
really like it. Yeah.
And will they butcher it this time around? I don't know.
If the first one came out again in cinemas right now, I'd go see it and give it a 5.
100%. Even though it came, when did it come out? Just ages ago. It was the 90s, wasn't it? Let's have a look. 1988, the first one came out. So, and it still holds up. I mean, it probably doesn't. We're probably just saying that, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a fun watch. I'm really looking forward to Coming to America too.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed the first one. They've got the guys back. Eddie Murphy's back. James L. Jones is back. I did hear a rumor that Samuel L. Jackson might be back. I don't know if this is true, but don't hold me to that. But that would be incredible. Because do you remember Samuel L. Jackson? He's the robber, and he's in it for like 2 minutes.
Yeah,
and he's holding up.
Yeah, I remember him appearing.
Would love to see him back. That could be a hilarious cameo.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for this one.
There's are we done with Coming to America? We'll move on to the next one because I got one I want to talk about.
What do you rate it? Out of 5.
Out of 5. Oh, the new one. 4. I don't think it's gonna be as good as the first one, but I think yeah. Actually, they've got big shoes to fill. Yeah, I'll go with 4. I would go and see it, obviously, and I'll give it a 4.
I think I'll agree with you then. Yeah, I think 4. And if you tell me right now, tickets are a tenner. Do you want to go see it? I'm going. Definitely.
Yeah. Right, a film that you're super hyped for, the new Fast and Furious.
Right, no. So you really like the Fast and Furious movies, don't you?
I like the earlier ones, not the later ones. I feel like they get
I think they are garbage.
I think when The Rock showed up. As soon as The Rock turned up, I like the guy, but like Fast and Furious just became a whole nother thing. It was just like action and explosions.
It's just an action film. The first couple were actually about cars, and then it just turned into, I don't even know, another Expendables. Like they're throwing Statham. Stallone will probably rock up in the next one, but it
was like, how big of an explosion can we put behind Vin Diesel?
Exactly. And then it got to a point where they're like, well, we need to go above and beyond, so we can't just have cars and explosions and muscular dudes. What are we going to do next? Okay, we'll get Idris Elba and make him super powered. Why? You know, they've just gone to an extreme that I don't care.
Yeah. No, it'll be interesting to see. I mean, there must be a kind of another franchise that's filling in the boots of like a car, because obviously Fast and Furious started focusing on like cars, and it was all like obviously Tokyo Drifts, all like drifting, and then there was the street racing in 1 and 2, and and then obviously they've gone away from that. But surely that's still a genre that's in demand somewhat. I wonder like what's filling that.
Yeah, to be fair, I can't think of any kind of startup or like a small, necessarily small, but like a film just about cars, like the first Fast and Furious.
What about Talladega Nights? That fills the boots.
Yeah, sure. They're gonna make a franchise about that, and then that'll turn into explosions.
Man, fucking Ricky Bobby.
I only watched that film for the first time last year.
Right.
It's great.
Vin Diesel versus Ricky Bobby.
Ricky Bobby, hands down.
not in the ring, on the track.
100%. He's one of the best. He needs to have his partner though. Do the slingshot.
That's true. Oh yeah, that's true.
Oh, so
Man, I
maybe
love
Vin
that
Diesel would
film.
win.
All
I
right,
think so.
let's not talk about Fast and Furious anymore because I know you don't like it. So.
Oh well, out of 5, how much do I want to go see it? Or
One.
how good do I think? Yeah, one. Like we got off. You follow the trend as well. He's getting progressively
Yeah, I
worse. It's
mean,
gonna
I
get
think I like Fast and Furious, but I'm still only gonna give it a 2. Like, it's not gonna be very good. Like, yeah,
if someone said £10 for a ticket, would you go see it now?
probably not.
Me neither. Not
Surprise,
interested.
surprise.
Right. So this next one I've got, I think we should both be interested in this one. I've only actually seen the original, but I really enjoyed it, and it's still like it's one of those films that stick in your head. So it's Top Gun Maverick, the new Top Gun, set to come out this year.
Yep.
Are you interested?
I'm very excited.
Right?
I think out of all the films coming out, this is one of the biggest ones. Like, this is definitely
Really?
what one that I'm looking most forward to. And
Oh,
but I don't know. It's obviously like, so I said the new James Bond had big shoes to fill or whatever. This even more so. This is like, yeah.
definitely.
It,
Yeah.
it's so easy to overhype this and overpromise, and it will be so hard for them to get it right. But I mean, maybe, maybe. I've seen a few of like the like behind the scenes things and like how they're trying to like not use CGI and stuff, and
Right. Keep it authentic like the first one.
yeah, no,
It's good.
it
The
should,
first one came out in 1986, so it's been a while, you know.
yeah.
There seems to be this kind of renaissance of old 80s films, which I love because you know me, I love a good 80s film.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I remember watching the first one, and it's a great film. I
Yeah.
really enjoyed it, and the dude hasn't aged at all. I don't know how he does it.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise looks exactly the same as he does in 1986.
Yeah, that is
Um,
pretty mad.
I don't know if you've seen the picture of like I can't remember her name, but the actress in the original Top Gun, and it was like her now and Tom Cruise now, and she's aged like a regular person, you know.
Yeah.
She looks like
Aged
how you would.
gracefully.
Yeah, and then there's Tom Cruise that still looks exactly the same. It's incredible. But
Yeah.
I'm seriously excited for this one. I think
Yeah.
I've watched the trailer. You must have seen the trailer.
Yeah, no, I have,
Right.
yeah.
It looked good. Like
did.
I can't lie,
It
it
did.
looked good. So yeah, I'm excited about that one. I'd probably give it a. How good do I think it's going to be? Do I want to go see it? Probably. I'd give it a 4. And if someone told me to go see it, yeah, I'd go see it now.
No, I match that. It was. I was just thinking back to how the first Top Gun was like such a phenomenon that the U.S. Navy and the Air Force reported like a massive boom in applications to become a fighter pilot, and just because of Top Gun. And it's like that. Yeah, like if you have all these people just like completely up for like risking their lives and dedicating themselves to becoming fighter pilots all because of a film. Like,
Because of a film. Like, it proves how popular and how good it was.
yeah,
you know?
exactly. Yeah.
Incredible. I've just seen here. Val Kilmer is back.
Yeah, no,
Iceman.
Iceman. Yeah, I saw that.
And John Hamm is joining.
Oh,
Oh,
very interesting.
I do like John Hamm, so yeah, that'll be good. Nice. Do you have another film you wanted to talk about? Well, I've got
Well,
plenty
I
more
mean,
films.
there's the new Halloween. I'm not holding out hope. I loved the first Halloween. I think out of all the old slasher films, it's the best one. Like, obviously back then it was all like people were very what's the expression? Like divided. You were either like a Freddy Krueger fan or a Friday the 13th,
yeah.
a Jason fan or a Michael
Yeah.
fan, or yeah. But then, if I was back then, Halloween all the way. I think it's just so much better than all those other films. Like, it's actually
We
a good
watched
film.
Nightmare on Elm Street, didn't we? And
Yeah.
it wasn't scary. It was.
Yeah, the
I'm probably gonna
original
offend a lot of
release,
people, but
they were still
it's
working
dumb.
out how to do the sound effects and stuff to build tension, weren't they? Because that just like wasn't a thing up until then. So then it's like, I don't know, Freddy appears and it's just like some hilarious disco music starts playing,
Yeah.
and it's just like, what?
It's incredible. Like all the
Yeah.
tension that you just built over the last 10 minutes is just gone.
Yeah.
I think we were laughing at that point. Like it's just some
Yeah.
80s hip hop.
Yeah.
Absolutely incredible.
Would you
What
guys see
else?
the new Halloween film, and what would you rate it out of 5? Do you know anything about it?
Uh, I know a lot of people like the one that came out. Was it last year or the year before? They
Yeah, I
were
think it
saying it was
was.
good.
Was it 2018, wasn't it? The other one.
Was it?
Yeah, it was
Nice.
like 3 years ago.
Lots of people were saying that was good. I didn't watch it, but I'm pretty sure they brought back some of the old cast, and I think it was quite good.
Yeah. No, I mean,
No,
I
I
watched it. It was alright. Yeah, it was alright.
yeah. If someone told me now, do you want to go see it? I'd probably say no. In terms of it being good, I don't. Maybe a free. Like, I don't know because the one before was good. So
Yeah.
clearly they can make a good one, but
Mm.
maybe they're just making this because like, oh, that one made money. Oh, we'll just make another one then. So I don't know if it's
Yeah,
gonna
I
be good
feel
or
like
not.
that's what drives most films, though. I'll agree with you. I'll give it a 3 because like it's kind of a toss of a coin, but I'd definitely go see it though.
Okay, fair enough. So the next film I've got, and we've both seen the first one. I actually went to go see this in cinema, but Venom 2. So the first it's obviously got Tom Hardy in it. It's Sony,
Yeah.
but yeah, I really enjoyed the first one. It was good. It was good. I liked it. It was a fun watch, you know. I like Tom Hardy as Venom. I thought he was quite good.
Yeah.
One thing I will say is I'm glad Carnage is going to be in this one because he's an absolute beast of a character. I don't know about the casting. Woody Harrelson as Carnage. It's an interesting pairing, but
Mm.
we'll see. He's got one of the worst wigs in that shot. You know him at the end in the prison. I remember looking at that, being like, "Jesus Christ, what the
Oh my
fuck is that on top of your head?"
god.
But
No, I don't know how
uh,
I felt about the first Venom. I didn't like it as much as you did. So
yeah,
yeah.
I mean, there was flaws in it, like because Venom says to him, he's like, "I'm in your head. I know everything about you." And then his ex fiance calls him, and he's like, "Who's that?" Like, you should bloody know that. You're in his head. So I
Yeah.
mean, look, I thought it was a fun watch, the first
Yeah,
one.
I just thought it was a bit generic and it went on for a while. But yeah.
The ending is like someone just threw two paint cans together when where they're just tearing each other apart and the
Yeah.
rocket. I don't know.
Yeah.
Is this one gonna be good? Maybe.
Yeah. But then it's I don't
Would I
know.
see it? I'd go see it. I'd go see it. So there's
Yeah.
the answer to that one.
I'm more worried that it's like normally things like this, the first one is the best one, and then it's like, yeah, I'm not holding out hope for this next one.
Yeah, true. I'd probably give it probably a 3. Like, I do like Tom Hardy. I think Tom Hardy will probably carry this film to being okay,
Yeah,
but
no, I like Tom Hardy. Yeah.
I don't think it'll be good.
No,
I think
I'll give it a 2 just because the first one wasn't really my thing, and I don't think the second one will be as good as the first one. And I wouldn't go see it either.
Jeez, really,
Yeah, I'm just
really
not.
slating this one.
No, I like Tom Hardy. Like, don't get me wrong, but it's just
Yeah.
Venom doesn't interest me. So
Okay. The next one's quite interesting as well. So it's Matrix 4. Now, I was saying to you, I've only seen the first Matrix, and I absolutely loved it. But I've heard negative things about the second and the third one, so I didn't want to ruin this image I have of the Matrix.
I
Um,
think, yeah,
I don't know.
neither of them are as good as the first one. I feel like the second one is worth a watch. I think like that's all right. And then I don't remember the third one too well.
That sounds like it's great.
But no, I remember because isn't the second one? Second one's the one with like the key maker and the back doors and stuff, and I quite like how so the key maker is a physical person, but they're obviously talking about cryptographic keys, and then like a back
Right.
door into a system is like a way that is not intended by the by like a normal user or anything. So like you have there's like you have to find the key maker to make you an encryption key to access the back door, and it's like physically is a back door in the Matrix. There's a door, and I'm like, that's so cool. And then the key maker is a real person, and then they go into the back door and they can see all the other back doors, and it's like they have root access in the system. And I'm like, this is cool because it's like, I guess it's like kind of like security fundamentals, but it's like so it's like doing that in a virtual space that you've made real, and then it's like you've applied the same principles. So it's like the actual like thing is real. I'm like, that's cool, like, because it just goes so many more levels like beyond, which I really appreciated. But
Okay. I mean, I will get around to watch them. The only thing that intrigues me about this one is Keanu Reeves has said he wasn't going to come back to the Matrix unless the plot and like the film itself is, he said, I will not come back. I don't want to touch it again unless I genuinely think this next one's going to be good. So the fact that he's come back means it must be at least worth giving a shot. So that's what interests me.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Would I go see it right now? Because I need to watch the other two. But
Yeah.
if I do that, then yeah, probably. And I'd probably give it a 3 just because I'm not sure. And the only good thing I've got is Keanu Reeves says it's good. And that's it. And I trust Keanu Reeves. So I guess it must be good.
Yeah, I feel like well, when did Matrix 3 come out? Because that was a while ago now. When 2003, yeah, so it's been like 18 years or something since the last Matrix. I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5. I think as you say, for Keanu's to come back, it's gotta be good. And then I feel like they wouldn't revive it at this point if they weren't bringing something new and exciting, because I mean, it could just be like a money grab, but it's like if it was just a money grab, I think they would have done it sooner than 18 years later.
Yeah.
So so I'm holding out hope. I believe I'll give it a 4 out of 5, and I'll definitely go and see it.
Fair enough. Now this one, I don't know actually how much you're into this, but new Ghostbusters film, Ghostbusters Afterlife. Now, love the original too. I really like it.
I only remember the first one.
That's fair enough. The second one's kind of first one, but not as good.
Alright.
It's still like an enjoyable watch, but the first one is amazing. I love the first one. Now, they've obviously rebooted it and made a new one with, I know Chris Hemsworth's in it, but it was god awful.
Yeah.
And what annoys me about that is it's such a polarizing topic because people were saying, "Oh, you don't like it, it's because it's an all-female cast." No, I don't like it because it's genuinely trash.
Yeah.
You could make an all-female cast and make it a good film. You just didn't. It is awful.
Yeah.
If anyone hasn't seen it, don't. I'll save you the 2 hours. Don't. But this new one, they've got Paul Rudd as the kind of the guy, which I thought was interesting. I like Paul Rudd, he's good. And they've brought back like Bill Murray's in it, Dan Aykroyd's in it, Ernie Hudson's in it. Like,
oh wow,
sounds great. Yeah, do it. Kid from Stranger Things is in it as well.
Oh, that sold it.
Yeah, this looks good. I watched the trailer and thought this looks really interesting. Like what you've done with this. So, hey, I think this is gonna be a 4. I think this is gonna be good. From what I've seen and from what I've heard, I think and it's coming out in June, so a few months, and we can go see it. Hopefully, no COVID and all that. And would I go see it? Absolutely would. I think.
I mean, I just haven't followed Ghostbusters very much, so I don't really know what's going on at this point. I'll give it a 3 out of 5. Just like I don't really have any feelings about it. Right, if it came out and everyone said it was actually quite good, I'd go and see it. But like right now, I wouldn't go and see it. I'm not that bothered.
Wow. Well, when it comes out, and if obviously, I don't know what the UK is gonna look like in June, but if we're all good, I will bloody drag you to go see it. I'm really interested in this. This is probably one of my
Sounds good.
Of the films that we're talking about, I think this is probably up there with one of my favorites.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's come out definitely. Yeah. And the last film I have to talk about. Now, I know we haven't spoken about any of the Marvel stuff. You're not that into Marvel, are you,
Not
Will?
particularly.
Let's
It's
see.
not that
I'm
I
a big
like.
Marvel fan, but
We
you
could talk about
yourself
Marvel
are.
if you want. It's just
Yeah, yeah. One day I'm sure I'll make you talk
I
about it at
feel
some
like at
point.
this point it's just like because I started out and I just like I quite like the superhero kind of type stuff that I've liked has all kind of been DC, and then it's like I just didn't really watch much Marvel stuff, and I now just feel like I'm so far behind in kind of everything, like because they seem to be tying everything together, and then it's just like
Yeah.
I just don't know and like what's going on. So then it's like I either have to start from the start and watch like 20 hours of Marvel shit, and then well probably more than that, and then I'll like appreciate the new one. But yeah, I'm not gonna do that. So
Fair enough. I mean, I really enjoyed Marvel. There's a lot coming out. Most of it is kind of TV series. I'm sure I'll make you watch something, and then we can talk about it on this. But
yeah, sure.
yeah, like we're not going to mention Black Widow 2 because obviously you've not seen the previous Black Widow 2, Black Widow. Black Widow didn't get a solo film. What are you talking about? Um, yeah, like there is stuff coming out. I know we will end up talking about it when I get Will to watch some stuff. But for now, the one I wanted to talk about now, it's not coming out this year. Well, we're not sure. But there are rumors flying about, and if any of it's true, I'm bloody interested. It's Twins 2, and it's called Triplets. Now, have you seen the original Twins movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito?
No.
Brilliant. Well, you definitely need to watch that. It is an incredible film. Now, there's rumors that there's going to be a film called Triplets with Arnold Schwarzenegger coming back, Danny DeVito coming back, and Eddie Murphy playing the
Oh my
third one.
god.
Which incredible if this is true. Now I know last year Arnie was talking about it. Last year, he was giving updates and he said, it's happening. This is a thing. And I heard a rumor that it was going to come out in 2021. I don't know how true this is because I doubt if even. It's probably just a random rumor I heard. They probably haven't even started filming it if it is true. The rumors coming out are not that strong, so for it to come out this year would be a massive stretch. But if this does come out, I will 100% go see it because what an incredible bloody proposition. I need to find out when the first Twins came out. I think it was 1988, right?
Yeah.
Arnie's in his prime. Danny DeVito's in his prime.
Oh my
Why
god.
not throw Eddie Murphy into the mix?
Yeah.
100% gonna go see it. I'm gonna give it a 2 because I doubt it's gonna be any good.
I
But I want to see
think
it
it's gonna be
nonetheless.
shit, but I want to see it. No, I mean I don't know anything about it, so I'll just say what you said too, and I'd
Yeah.
probably go. Oh, actually, if I watch first one and I like it, then I'll go see the second one. There are there are quite a few other films coming out actually. There's a big list here. There's a new Purge. You know anything about that?
Oh, I've only seen. I watched the first Purge, and I watched the. Oh, what was it? The fourth one, whatever the Anarchy one or whatever that one was.
Oh,
It
okay.
was. I don't care.
Yeah. No,
They're not good films to me.
I
Wasn't a fan.
really like the premise, just like the whole idea of like a purge, just like
Sure. Yeah.
but then it's like I feel like the first couple films or so explained it enough that I get it, and it's like yeah, okay, that's cool. But then
It's worn off.
yeah,
Definitely.
yeah.
No, I understand that.
No, and then there's Free Guy. That seems like your kind of thing.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. The Ryan
Yeah,
Reynolds one,
yeah,
isn't it?
Ryan Reynolds. Yeah,
I quite like the look of that. It will be. I don't actually know if it'll be any good. Judging by the trailer, I think it's a premise that they have to tread it very carefully in terms of how this is going to make sense. Because he's a character in a video game, isn't he? But then he picks up science that makes him. You've got to be careful how you do this because I feel like you could lose people with like how this makes sense very
yeah.
quickly.
But then
Uh,
yeah, this isn't one that we know much about though, so I don't really feel like I want to give it a rating. I mean,
Hmm.
Yeah, but then there
Yeah.
are lots of other films like the new Suicide Squad and then
Oh
Uncharted
god.
and what else is there? There's a new Conjuring. I mean, the first two were good.
Oh.
Maybe it will be good. Kingsman.
See, that looks interesting because I really enjoyed the first one.
Yeah.
It's probably one of my favorite films, but the second one I never got around to watching,
Mm,
which is interesting because if I like the first one so much, why don't I not watch the second one? But I've heard the second one is terrible.
yeah. No, I think
So
that Uncharted. You were an Xbox boy, so you didn't get Uncharted, did you?
no, I never played it.
No, yeah, so
Heard
it must have been like a
good things.
PlayStation exclusive or something.
However, I stick by the rule that if it was a video game before it was a film, it's gonna be terrible.
But
You
it
cannot.
has Tom Holland, Mark Wahlberg, and Bryan Cranston in
Doesn't matter, right? All good actors. It doesn't matter. It will be terrible. Right? The Assassin's Creed film had bloody Michael Fassbender in it, and it was bloody awful. Okay, it
it.
sticks to the rule. Video game films are not good.
But then it's
You
the same
cannot blame.
director who did Venom, and you
I don't
like
care.
that.
It's gonna be terrible. I
Okay,
don't care.
okay.
You'll probably watch it because that's why not. But no, it's not gonna be good. I'm telling you now. Video game films won't work.
Yeah,
Everyone was saying that was it World of Warcraft? Everyone said that one was going to be good. Terrible.
yeah.
The Assassin's Creed, I thought that was going to be great.
I thought that was
Terrible.
gonna be good. When I saw it in the cinema, I was like, I don't think it was terrible. I was like, oh, okay, yeah,
Severely. Like, why? The bit when I play an Assassin's Creed game, the bit that I'm interested in is you as the assassin in a
yes,
in a certain time
yeah,
period.
yeah, yeah. It annoys me so much that Ubisoft just haven't like,
The Animus, all that bollocks. I don't care. And 90% of the film was the bit I don't care about.
yeah.
No one wants to see that. I want to see Michael Fassbender as an assassin doing assassin
Yeah,
things.
it's like other than the latest three Assassin's games as well. It's like Ubisoft just couldn't get it in their head that people didn't like the coming out of the out of the Animus shit. It was
You don't
like
care.
every game it was like they just brought it back. Like, oh, now you got to come out of the Animus and walk around an
Yeah,
office and do some
walk around.
parkour. I'm like, what the fuck? Like for the
Why?
last 6 games, this has been bad. Why do you
Mm.
keep doing it? And then they finally got. I think it was Origins, wasn't it? Like Origins, Odyssey, Valhalla. I think they're like the new kind of Assassin's Creed style, and they're. I don't think you really come out of the Animus at all. I've not played them, but I think my friends have said it's much more focused on just being in the time and staying there.
Good.
Which
That's what
yeah.
I want to see.
It only
Maybe the
took
next
them
film
like
will be
20
that.
years or so. I don't know when
Yeah.
the first one
To
came
be
out.
fair, like the first one, the stuff outside the Animus was still kind of interesting, so I didn't mind that. But
Yeah.
yeah, there's just some stuff in those games. I'm like, I don't care.
There's a new Mission Impossible as well.
Yeah.
7.
I don't know where we got up to. We tried to watch them all, didn't we? I don't know where we got up to. I think
I
we got
think we
up
only
to
watched
3.
3. Yeah, I think we
Yeah.
watched the first 3.
Maybe we'll do an episode on that as well. But
Yeah.
they're good. I like them. Ghost Protocol I really enjoyed.
Yeah.
It's not that I didn't like them. I don't know where I'm up to on. But if this is
Yeah,
the
that's
7th
fair
one, I don't know how many I've seen.
Yeah. They.
def-
Sorry. No, carry on. What were you gonna say?
I was just saying I haven't seen the latest one, so
Yeah,
don't know about this one.
yeah. No, sorry, this is a bit unrelated, but I just saw a picture of Henry Cavill, and I watched a
Mustache.
film called Man from U.N.C.L.E. Have you seen it?
Yes, that is a great film.
It is so good.
I'm so glad you've watched that because we can talk about that. It's an incredible film. I loved it.
But it's just like I really rate Henry Cavill. People say he overacts and he's like just too into it, but I don't know. I feel like if you're not watching him expecting him to overact, I just feel like he really feels it. Like I get it.
I don't know if you've seen that new Netflix film, that Enola Holmes.
No.
It's bollocks. Don't watch it. I will save you the 2 hours. But basically, it's about Sherlock Holmes' sister.
Because there's a new Sherlock Holmes as well.
Yeah, and Sherlock Holmes is played by Henry Cavill, and I think he absolutely nails it. And he's only in it for 5 minutes, but he's the best thing about that film. So I was saying, new James Bond or a new Sherlock Holmes, but he cast him. He's incredible.
Yeah, I think Man
So
from U.N.C.L.E. has shown that he can do that James Bondy type stuff really fucking well.
yeah,
Like, really well.
do anything. I love the guy. He's so good.
Yeah.
Great in Witcher as well. If you've seen that,
Yeah, people really don't like his voice in Witcher, but
I don't.
it's just the character.
Character,
Like, yeah.
yeah, that's good acting.
The
Did.
Witcher, like I hate to break this to people, but the Witcher isn't actually a real person. He is a character.
I think he's class. I really rate Henry Cavill.
Yeah, definitely.
Anyway, all right. I think we're straight off topic again. Should we wrap it up there then? Wrap up the first episode of A True
Yeah,
Podcast.
I feel like we've gone through some films. We've talked about the capital being an absolute laughing
Yeah,
stock.
we've done some stuff. We've offended half the population because why not? That's how you make.
Is there
viewers.
anything you're like holding out hope for in 2021 other than films?
But obviously, I'd love for this whole COVID thing to be done.
When's your prediction for when it like not like completely back to normal, because I think that will be years, but like we're able to do what we want again and like cinemas open and shit like that?
Summer. I reckon summer. For the UK anyway, I think, because obviously we're rolling out this vaccine. Well, we got a couple of vaccines on the go, haven't we? And obviously they're getting through the most vulnerable now.
Do you know
by
one
the
of
time
the Pfizer vaccine was leaked on the dark web after the European Medical Commission or something like that? Well, they got hacked, and Pfizer had just uploaded all their technical information for their vaccine, and I think it's for sale on the dark web at the minute.
That's incredible.
But yeah. So if you wanna make your own vaccine, you can go look up the formula.
Have a look, sell it outside of your basement, why not?
I wonder how much they're selling it for.
Have a look.
Yeah. Should we put our pocket money together? Okay.
That's what this podcast will become, just us selling vaccines to people. Yeah, no, I reckon June or July.
Yeah.
I think that's when the UK itself will kind of get back to normal. Fucking knows with the US. There's just so many.
Yeah, it's hard though, because it's like, so Biden comes in, and then it's like, what does he just like stamp the iron fist down and like does the whole lockdown
Everyone's
thing?
it.
But it's like I don't think that will be a good first impression as a president. But I don't know what you can do when you're in his shoes.
It's a tough old job that he's just picked up following on from Trump, but
yeah,
we'll see.
Yeah.
I said this because when Biden won, I was saying, on the one hand, I hope Biden wins because at least he's semi-competent compared to his competition. But on the other hand, I know the second he wins, I think people are going to get hurt because the people that support Trump are just so radical that someone's going to get hurt. And I'm pretty sure the day the election results kind of came out, so one of the Biden supporters was killed by a Trump supporter, and I was like, wow, I knew this would happen.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's going to be interesting in terms of American politics for the next 4 years.
Yeah, definitely.
No more so than the last 4 years, because Christ. But
yeah, you need to go back and do it masters, mate.
Yeah.
This was the first episode of A True Podcast.
Yeah, I enjoyed this. This was fun. Even if no one listens, I don't really care. It was fun.
Cut us some slack. This is our first go. It will get better. Don't worry. No, it was it was fun. Good to talk to everyone, and thank you for watching.
Definitely, yeah. We will be back next week, and it will be your topic.
Yeah, I haven't decided what that is, so just
look forward to that.
Look out.
Yeah, I will be doing no prep for it then.
I did some prep. I googled films.
But yeah, I'm sure we'll do some prep. Anyway, they don't need to hear this.
Yeah, okay. Right, thank you everyone. See ya. Goodbye.
Thanks a lot.